Good morning, afternoon, noon.
Monday,
May 13th, Quad Cities. This is Don't Hassle Us for Local on ESPN 93.5. Want to remind everybody that you can listen to us also on ESPN935.com. Click the upper right-hand corner and listen now on the app as well. Go download that. We're on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook Live, where you can leave comments on the comment thread, and also YouTube as well. But also want to say hi to everybody out there traveling on now 60 degrees now on a Monday finally?
it's up to 60.
60 degrees out there. Probably got the windows down.
Yeah?
I don't know. That's what you do in this weather. 60.
Working on your one-arm tan with one arm out the window.
Nick's in for T-Roy.
I'm in for T-Roy and Serge.
Yeah, I don't know where the Stat Cat's at. But we got people coming in. We've got all kinds of things to talk about. We got our boys from You Got Action stopping in before they leave for Las Vegas. They'll be in about 15 minutes. We got Randazzo in, and then Mitch, who's going to carry us with the last hour. We got NBA playoffs to talk about. MLB, the Cubs are back.
Are they?
Everything is just what do we do positive when you're in here? Like, it's supposed to be positive.
Come on,
Monday.
man. You're not going to sit here and tell me this Cubs team's good. They score a lot of runs. You know we don't have the pitching to win the World Series. You just don't. Like, maybe you get Bumgarner and something happens there. But listen, the team, everyone thought it was trash. Week one.
No, it was a bad start.
It was a bad start, and it looked really bad. And the problems that you had in that bad start, you still have.
They're doing all right.
I mean, they're fine. They're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to lose in like the second round.
Currently have the best winning percentage in the National League.
They have the best run differential in the majors, do they not?
I believe so. But yeah, currently the best winning percentage in the National League. Not in Major League, in the National League.
You Darvish walks 6 guys a game. There's not enough pitching on that team to be a real contender, in my opinion. I just don't see it.
You know who is a contender?
Who's that, Jay?
And another team that has the best winning percentage in the major leagues. That's the Minnesota Twins.
They're a real contender.
They have the capital out there that they could still go out there and still sign Keuchel and Craig Kimbrel if they wanted to.
Okay.
They have the cap space.
And this makes them a contender for the World Series?
They will with what they're doing. Woo!
This is Major League Baseball, right?
Woo! What they're doing.
This is the major leagues, right?
They did lose 2 out of 3 to the Tigers. I will say that over the weekend. The lowly. They have the easiest projected schedule in Major League Baseball.
You're doing that already?
Already!
It's a 162-game season.
Oh, they played plenty of them already.
They're like a fifth of the way through the season?
Yeah,
and you're going projected schedule?
39 of them so far.
The Twins aren't bad. You should be happy they aren't bad.
Almost a fourth of the season.
I think you need to pump the brakes a little bit on this.
Almost a fourth of the season.
Almost.
Pretty close. They've played 4 games up.
So it's going to be Twins Cubs in the World Series?
Oh, can you imagine?
I could.
The miles logged in. We traveling all around.
You just a big triangle. Minnesota to Chicago, back to the QC.
Stop to check in, back up.
Right back to it.
Travel through Cedar Falls, Mason City, hit 35 north.
5 of those World Series games will be canceled to weather.
Yes.
Because it would be the middle.
Absolutely. 100% they would be. We had 2 big Game 7s yesterday. We had a big game on Friday night as well. 2 out of those 3 proving that home court is not an advantage in the NBA.
I don't know if it proves that.
2 out of 3.
I mean, the Trailblazers were bad. They were favored in that series, right? They were favored to win that series against the Nuggets.
Okay.
The Nuggets are probably a piece or 2 away. The Trailblazers probably will give the Warriors a better series than the Nuggets would have. Probably. Like, that wasn't a surprising win.
Do you think that series is going to even go... Do you think that series even goes 6 games?
Probably 5.
Do you even play KD?
Not unless you have to.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even really want him from...
I'm sure they want him. It obviously makes things much easier. The Warriors are kind of short-handed without him just because all that cap space goes to those 4 or 5 guys. But, yeah, like if you can rest him for the finals, you rest him for the finals. Why throw him out there?
Yeah, no, I agree. But, it's kind of like different things teams saying when they get the microphone in front of them, like we're playing more cohesive now, and
Without it, nobody's implying that they're better without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is unbelievable.
well, is he now?
Yes, he's unbelievable.
Do you want to hear overreaction Monday?
I love it.
Because there's a lot going on this morning that.
You're not really going to take the side of the Warriors are better without Kevin Durant.
No, I'm saying overall, there's plenty of overreaction out there. Let's just say for the person who's kind of like me but doesn't make bold statements on social media or says things on the radio or on television, who the laissez-faire NBA fan, I'm not going to go out there where some may say that this Kawhi Leonard might be the best in the league.
He's really good.
It starts off better than that. It usually goes like this. That Kawhi Leonard's pretty good. It leads to he could be the best in the league.
He could be. He's not, but he could be.
No, I don't think he is, but I'm just saying these people automatically, some talking heads that are just getting into NBA.
I feel like it's really easy to say that after he basically he gutted the 76ers by himself.
Yes.
41 of the 93 points, which I think is the highest percentage of a team's points in a playoff win ever, I believe.
Well, what did he end up? He ended up attempting, I think, was he 16 for 40?
Did he take 40 shots in that game?
Yes.
Wow.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. I know I have the stats.
Well, it's the game Toronto always loses, right? Always lose. This year they actually had the best player on the court, and they somehow squeaked through. But, man, that shot was incredible.
Yeah, that's the first Game 7 buzzer beater winner in NBA playoffs.
This year? Or ever?
I think
Can't
ever.
be ever.
I believe so.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because Jordan's was the Cavs. That was a Game 5.
Yeah.
I think that's first Game 7.
Is that the only other buzzer beater that you can... Is Michael Jordan in 1987?
Pretty much. But do you know any other buzzer...
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Bob Horry would be one, right?
Robert Horry?
Yeah. Big shot
Big
Bob.
shot? Was that... I think there was still... Wasn't there still a little bit of time on the clock after that?
You got to think that a lot of those used to be Game 5s.
Right.
Game 7s.
And a lot of them might have not
finals.
been technically buzzer beaters because there's still a little bit of time on the clock after the shot might have gone in or something.
Yeah.
Just a total walk-off? I don't know.
Well, that 4... What do you call that anyway? The 4... It hit 4 times before going in?
When that shot went up, it was that short. And then it hit the rim, and it was, that has no chance of going in. And somehow that hit every bit of the rim and sunk. That was an unbelievable shot. Unbelievable game.
Well, it's because of home court advantage.
Well,
That's why.
It's only important in Canada?
No, it just the rim was for home court.
Well, you just said home court's not 2 out of 3. Home court's not that important. You
And
literally said that
yes.
3 minutes ago.
I'm asking you, is it?
Yes,
And
it
obviously,
is.
yes, and for that, and that's proving that it is. But I guess on the other side, some would say it's not that big of a deal anymore.
Well, I'll tell you this: one of the truly advantageous home court advantages
Here's what I'm
in
going to
the
do.
NBA
I'm going
is
to take all
Denver.
the hot takes that I can scoop up.
Yeah.
And just throw them all at you,
Give it to me.
even though I don't.
And
have,
I'll play defense against them.
Even though I could care less about any of the hot takes.
Right.
But yes.
So Kawhi's the best player in the NBA. Home court advantage doesn't exist.
16 of 39 is what he was.
Whew. Yeah.
Nobody else.
I mean, that could have been worse.
Nobody else attempted over 13 shots.
So do they have a shot against Milwaukee? Remember last time I was on the show, Boston had just crushed Milwaukee in Game 1, and we had all buried Milwaukee because
Absolutely. Boston
has a better roster. Brad Stevens is a better coach. The Celtics are ready to do this, and Milwaukee just tore them down.
The professor's figuring out a way to feed all those mouths.
It was all over. It was over. Yeah,
we had that
they
going down.
had Antetokounmpo figured out. It's over. And Milwaukee rolled. Milwaukee's their win differential was the exact same number through this many games as the 96-97 Bulls. That's how good Milwaukee's been in the playoffs.
Well, defensively, can you stop the Greek Freak when he starts at the half-court line, takes 3 steps, and somehow dunks it?
Just inside the three-point line. The guy's crazy. That guy's crazy. I do think Toronto's a little bit better of a matchup to stop him with Gasol and Kawhi. They just have kind of more bodies to throw at it. But, hey, I don't know. I have no idea what to make with Milwaukee. They could roll right through this. They could get beat. Who knows?
No. All right. Well, we'll talk more about that coming up because that's going to be an interesting series because really it's just Giannis versus Kawhi, right? And then who's going to have the better supporting cast?
Right.
Maybe?
What other guys can do what? Because, I mean, those two guys are pretty much a stalemate, kind of, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, like we mentioned earlier, the Cubs won behind John Lester. Let's see. That's 3 straight starts that he hasn't given up an earned run in his start. So, hey, the Cubs are back, Nick. I told you that. They're back.
Back from what? They make the playoffs every... Back from what, Jay?
They're back to the World Series form. And the poor Joe Madden.
No, they are not.
Poor Joe Madden. He doesn't have a contract extension or a job after this, and he's just doing things.
If they win, he retires, right? And if they
win,
don't, he still might retire.
Well, they don't resign him. They just go get another manager. Speaking of managers, I'd love to talk about the coach of the new coach of the Cavs later as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Kansas City Royals. The Pirates beat the St. Louis Cardinals at home. They beat them 10-6. The White Sox beat the Blue Jays 5-1. Lucas Giolito moves to 4-1 on the year. And the Tigers beat the Twins 5-3. Cubs now 2 up on Milwaukee, 3.5 up on Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Today's games, Milwaukee is at Philadelphia. Minnesota plays host to the Angels. And the White Sox have the Indians in town. Cubs have the day off. We mentioned Trailblazers beat the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah.
In a Game 7.
Yeah.
The Nuggets just blew that game, by the way. I mean, just absolutely blew it after the first half they had. The Raptors.
That was the biggest...
double doinked the 76ers. I just made that up.
What?
They double doinked.
Do you think that's going to catch on as like something people are saying on the streets?
Well, you remember the kick for the the Bears versus the Philadelphia Eagles,
sure.
The double doink?
Yeah.
Well, he hit it 4 times.
I remember
double doink.
I don't remember anyone qualifying that as the double doink game or the double doink or the double.
Oh,
doink
it was
game.
known as the double doink kick.
From who?
Oh, see
who was saying that?
You're not listening to the people that I'm listening to. Everyone knows what the double doink is.
Everyone's been talking
Every Bear
about
fan knows what the double doink. Now this is the double doink, or the quadruple doink because it went doink 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 doink
All right.
swish.
So everyone who comes on the show today, we're not going to know no context. We're going to say what's the double doink game, and if they don't have this Bears game, it's on you.
Okay, I guarantee you. You can't ask the teenagers that are coming.
No, it's the first thing we're going to ask them.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll ask them. Boston Bruins beat the Carolina Hurricanes. They're up 2-0 tonight. The San Jose Sharks play host to the Blues. Sharks are up 1-0.
Who you got in the hockey?
I told Metcalf that I'd cheer for the Hurricanes and the Sharks because as a Blackhawks fan, he told me he can't cheer for the Bruins or the Blues.
It seems fair.
Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, we're going to take one quick break. When we come back, we got You Got Action, and they're getting ready to go to Las Vegas. They're the teenagers who beat up on all the adults in pool. So we'll talk to them and wish them good luck and get to say hi to them real fast.
You want the latest in TV and security technology but don't know where to start? Call Dunright TV and Security Solutions, your Dish Premier local retailer, to get started today. They'll take the guesswork out of choosing the latest smart home technology with your budget in mind. Dish has been a leader in technology for years. The Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just your voice. Sign up today and receive a Nest doorbell system free courtesy of Dunright. Call 866-84-RIGHT. That's 866-84-RIGHT today. And let Dunright provide local, professional installation with personal service that is trusted by thousands of businesses in the Quad Cities. That's Dunright TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
This is Merrick Brave from SCW Pro, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Your Quad City Steamwheelers are back in action Friday, May 17th against Cedar Rapids, and it's going to be big. It starts at 5 p.m. with a huge tailgate party with music, food, and fun. Plus, it's Kids Night. Kids get a free ticket with each paid adult ticket. Simply text QC Kids to 313131 for your free kids voucher. So round up the family for a night of tailgating and Steamwheeler football. Presented by Iowa 80 Truck Stop. That's Friday night, May 17th. Be there.
Forget festivals. Have you been to a Rallies and Checkers Feastival? The headliner is tender, juicy steak for $2.49. We're talking Philly cheese steak on a juicy burger, smothered in cheese. Steak covered in French onion sauce and crispy onions on a sizzling beef patty and toasted bun. There's even steak loaded up on fries and melting with cheese. Everything's covered in steak. That's how you know it's a Feastival. The Feastival of Steak, just $2.49 each. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Hit a home run on your next new or used car purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered your personal field of dreams. You'll be treated like an all-star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a major league selection of pre-owned vehicles. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
Attention runners, this Saturday, May 18th, is the second annual Run the Rock and America's Kids Run. What better way to show your support for our military men and women than running a race on the Rock Island Arsenal on Armed Forces Day? All pre-registered participants will receive a custom race t-shirt and finisher's medal, as well as access to the post-party race. Don't wait. Register today at getmeregistered.com/RIA Run the Rock. From the first pitch to the last out, you'll hear every inning of Chicago Cubs baseball on ESPN 93.5.
He's at the warning track. It's at the wall. So long.
Presented by Frick's Tap, Glens Creek Golf Course, G&G Retailers, Augustana College Athletic Department, Sexton Ford, American Family Insurance, Adam Rattler Agency.
Game over. Cubs win.
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
Cubs and Bears and local talk. You found it. Your home of the only local sports talk show in the Quad Cities. Don't hassle us. We're local. Noon to 2 on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 93.5.
Welcome back to ESPN 93.5 here in the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Done Right TV and Security Solutions. Currently, we have in studio the young men who, oh dear Lord, gentlemen, when was that? February? October? No. Yeah, you guys played each other. Yeah. All right, step a little bit closer to the mic, guys. All right, so we had you guys on in October.
Yep.
All right. Yep. That was after you guys won the Iowa State billiards competition, right?
Yep. Down at the River Center.
Down at the River Center, and you beat up on a bunch of adults. Yep. And then we got together and went down to the main event and played. Thanks to Pat Anger for meeting us there as well. You guys beat us there as well. So finally the time has come. Your guys are going to Las Vegas, to Sin City, to go play in a national billiards tournament.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, do you guys, outside of your itinerary and agenda, do you know anything about, did any other states qualify any players of your age?
Not that we know of.
I don't think so. No.
So you guys are the young guns going in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to talk a crazy amount of trash?
No, we're just gonna beat them.
Just be quiet. Go about your business. I like it.
Now you guys are like, you guys are going in like the arias of the. Do you guys know that reference? Okay,
that's fine. Jay, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, no one sees Arya coming, and she just takes out people. You kids
don't watch Game of Thrones?
No, you guys don't watch Game of Thrones?
Nope.
Is it because of the adult content box at the very beginning? Your parents are like, no?
No.
I just think it's dumb.
It's dumb? 17.5 million people watch this per episode, and you think it's dumb?
He just called you dumb.
We're too busy watching.
I would probably like it, but I haven't watched any of it.
All right, well, you got something to look forward to.
Plenty of years to get into that.
Thank goodness you're young enough, and your social media is probably some of it's blocked by your parents, so you don't have to read spoilers and all that stuff. You'll have a good time. So someday you'll be able to watch it. So you guys don't. Do people know your age coming in there? Like, is there?
I don't think so.
No,
I think they just see the team name.
There's one team from Iowa City that might know about us.
Okay.
We might end up playing them the first round.
Yeah. If they win their first round, we got a bye. So if they win their first round.
So what's this look like? Is it like 3 days, 2 days?
I think it's the 15th through the 18th or the 15th through the 19th.
All right, and
4 days.
Is it like you play until you lose, or?
It's double elimination.
Okay.
So we got. I mean, if we lose once, we're on the loser side. Then if we lose,
Right.
we're out. But we don't plan on doing that.
Okay.
Right.
There
no.
you go.
No, you just roll through on the winner's side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how many teams are in this tournament?
What?
How many teams are in the
I
tournament?
think in the Open, I think they said 52 last night or something like that. I'm not for sure.
It was like
100% positive. I think it was 50. I think it was over 50.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 60 or something. It was like 60 teams.
How'd the Iowa City team qualify? That
Well,
you're
you
talking
can
about?
pay your entry fee.
No.
There it
just,
is.
We
Yeah.
just got a free entry fee.
Yeah,
we
because
won
you
the
won. You earned your way in.
Yeah, you earned your way in. You
And
didn't
these-
have a car wash or whatever else to get in there. I get it. Yeah.
And these jamokes from Iowa City are just.
Yeah. Well,
they're
that's
just
why our guys
writing
have a
check.
bye because they're
Yeah.
like, the tournament organizers like, "Pff, yeah, we better give you guys a bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know who the Iowa City team plays?
No, I'm not for sure.
You guys do no scouting whatsoever, do you? You
No,
don't
they're
care.
confident.
We just show up and play.
They don't need
That-
that. They
I
don't
like
need
that.
this. They just show up and play their best. They're gonna take it.
Yeah. So where are you guys skipping school today from?
Yeah, that's these two.
I'm skipping
We're
from
both
West.
graduating.
I go to West High School.
Okay.
Pleasant Valley, Riverdale Heights.
You're skipping Pleasant Valley, Riverdale Heights?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my school is called Riverdale Heights, but
Yeah.
district's
Pleasant Valley School District.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it's for a good reason, right?
He went for half the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went for half the day today.
You put your time in for
Yeah.
the day.
And everyone was like, I don't know what I'm going to have for a hot lunch or cold lunch. And you're like, never mind. I'll just have whatever I want because I'm going to be off campus.
Yep.
There you go. So you guys fly out tonight from Peoria at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Get into Vegas. And then hit the slots after that, right?
Yeah. Where you staying?
Yeah, where are you guys staying? at?
Fremont.
Oh, you're playing down in Old Vegas.
Nice.
All right. So Golden Nugget?
No, the Fremont.
Fremont Hotel.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we
Oh, you
we're
play
playing
at the
at the
Tropicana.
Yeah, it's held at the Tropicana.
All right, so the play starts. You said the 15th, so the play starts on Wednesday, and obviously, so you guys will. It's a 4-day tournament. You think so? Saturday it wraps up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Saturday? Yeah.
and you fly back on Sunday.
Monday.
Monday.
Monday to
Oh,
Monday.
missing all kinds of school.
We got a couple days to have fun.
Did you guys get your homework ahead of time?
I got my homework today.
And you did, and you're gonna be doing it on the flight and everything.
No, he's gonna wait till the last minute.
Yeah, I'm
to go.
probably
It's
I'm
gonna be
probably gonna
next
wait till the
Monday he
last
does
day.
it.
Yeah. And did you get homework? Did you tell your teachers at
Yeah,
West?
Google Classroom is what I gotta go to.
Jeez, everything's so easy now. Just Google Classroom. Like,
In our day, we just didn't do any of that.
yeah, I'm gonna say we did. You shove a bunch of papers in your books and
And you go, oh,
walk away.
well,
Like, oh, I completely forgot about
yeah.
that.
And there's only 2 weeks left of the school year.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Now the teacher's like, I see that you checked into Google Classroom
Yeah.
from Fremont.
Right.
You should have done it. So, I mean, you guys feel, you guys sound confident going into it.
I'm confident.
Yeah.
We're all shooting good, so.
So, like, how much have you guys been practicing?
More than usual for me anyway.
We all played a tournament last night too. Sunday.
How'd it go?
basketball. It was all right.
You won.
Yeah, he split the finals.
I split the finals.
Sam